Hey guys, welcome to Miss Accountability. I am your girl, Miss Accountress, and we also have a special guest in the house tonight. And his name is Mr. Nobody. Mr. Nobody, how you doing tonight?
Doing well, doing well. That's me,
Your
Mr.
microphone
Nobody.
is muted. Unmute yourself in the podcast.
Of the podcast.
Yeah, guys, he's new to this, y'all. So don't mind him. So today, guys, we so today, guys, I'm here because I want to introduce you guys to a brand new view on life. So I've been watching through social media on the Facebook apps and all those other great apps. And I'm seeing so many people complaining about life, complaining about things that they say they have no power over changing or doing anything like that. And I wanted to say to them people, that is BS. The reason why life is beating you down and you can't make it is because you simply have no accountability. Now, some people aren't going to like what I have to say, but what I have to say is very important because I'm going to need men folk and women folk alike to hear me. This channel is dedicated to holding all people accountable when it is needed, but mostly we are holding women accountable because for some odd reason, women don't think they need to be held accountable. Oh, yeah, y'all, they gonna cancel me after this. They gonna take my ovaries and they gonna take them and play freaking hopscotch with them. But I don't care because I'm still say what I gotta say. So listen here, guys. I am sick and tired of this term, pick me. What is a pick me? So, pick me is a term that I believe women came up with to hold against women who hold themselves accountable and other women accountable. Now, this is a phrase that's thrown up so much in an argument when a woman stands on the side of right, especially when it's on the side of right with a man. You can't side with a man in 2025 because if you do, you are for sure a pick me. Well, guess what, y'all? I guess I'm a pick me. Woo! Pick me, pick me, pick me, pick me. Because listen, I'm going to tell some of y'all women out there, and I love y'all. I want y'all to know I love my women folk. But I want to tell you that you guys are not always right. Let me tell you why. Because y'all get into arguments with men and then you use your gender to become the victim. How are you a victim in situations that you create? I want someone to answer this for me, please. If you decide you are going to have a baby with the neighborhood man who has 10 kids, no job, and he wear Air Force Ones that are leaning to the side and they should be white, but they are gray, and you decide to have a baby with him, hunty, that is your problem. Now, why are you mad? Because men online are saying you should have chose a better baby daddy. And now another woman agrees, and now she's a pick me. I don't understand. I just don't understand this concept. And men, I would hold y'all accountable too, because we can't have baby mamas if you don't participate in the BS. But I'm going to have to put more of this on the woman. And the reason why I'm going to put it on the woman, guys, is because as women, we make the choice. A man cannot lay with us without us approving. And if he does, then you had no say in that, and that's not on you. Call the police. But now, if a man lays with you and you approve him to lay with you and to let him put his semen in you and put a baby in you, and you knew he wasn't nothing, his mama wasn't nothing, his auntie wasn't nothing, and his daddy wasn't nothing, the auntie, that is on you. So now that you have a sister, or doesn't matter the color or the race, you have a woman, another woman telling you that was poor coochie management. Yes, I said it. Poor coochie management. Why? Because honey, you know he can't even afford to buy new shoes. Why would you have a baby with someone who can't buy diapers, buy milk? Or if he doesn't have time to attend to his shoes, baby, he don't have time to attend to them kids. Okay. Hear me out now. If you have someone who's trying to teach you correction, it is best that you hear them out because sometimes correction is the path to success. And people don't know how to take correction or constructive criticism. They take it as an attack. But this is where you guys need to hold yourselves accountable. We have to be accountable for our actions. If I keep making the same mistakes over and over and over, baby, the problem is not them. The problem is me. Accountability. But if you can't take accountability for your life, then you gonna be on welfare, putting these men on child support, getting $5 a month while you out here struggling and out here living their best life. Now hear me out. They're part of the problem. But as the woman, we own that because we have the choice on who we choose. Now, don't get it twisted. I done made some poor coochie management decisions once in my life, twice in my life, 3 times in my life, even. But I learned from those mistakes, baby. It's all about learning. Mr. Nobody, I've been talking all this time. What's your views on this?
Well, it's something that's been going on for generations, and I've been trying to figure it out. It gives me a headache. I have partially given up on it. So, the biggest thing that I've been trying to figure out is why blame other people for your own faults. So, in terms of what you're saying about laying down with the wrong people, and then you're producing offspring, and then you complain about the baby daddy not being any good, but you know he's no good before you lay down with him. So why are you blaming him for your problems? You're the problem because you're the one that's still doing the same repetitive cycle. This I would never understand.
Ah, I'll never understand it neither. So, what advice would you give someone who is still making the same decisions as a man?
As a man, I would say just make better decisions. I mean, there's really no wrong or right answer for making the correct decision. It's really something that just comes from life experience. But if you see a woman just walking around out there with a whole bunch of kids, and you see the kids don't even respect the mama, that's probably a clue. Run the other way, because she's obviously making poor decisions where her own kids don't even respect her. Run for the hills.
Mm, that's an interesting take on that. Well, ladies, I want to say this with love. You are worthy. You are amazing. You are special. But you have to open your eyes. We can be all of these things and yet be blind and still make very poor decisions. We can't keep blaming our decisions on the trauma of our past. So you can't say my mama wasn't there, my father wasn't there, my granny didn't respect me. Because at some point in life, we have to rise above. We have to rise above. See, women are going to be mad at me because they're going to say, oh, you're woman bashing. What about the men? Honey, where are the voices to stand up for the men? I love women folk, but I'm finding more and more podcasts, more and more shows tearing down men. And I'm wondering, if you guys took into account, maybe if we lifted all men up and we understood that the good man who is trying, the geek who was in high school pursuing you, and you decided to chase after the thug, if we decide to see them in their moment, if we decide to meet them where they're at and not worried about societal pressures of them being lame or them not being a cool guy, I feel like a lot of women would have been a lot happier, had better lives, you know? But no one stands up for those men. No one stands up for those men. No one stands up for the young boys in high school right now who are interested in the high school girl, but the high school girl is interested in the thug or the older guy. And then they want to wait until the nerd, the lame, walks into his glory, and then they done gained 40 pounds and had 6 kids, and now they want this man to pay attention to them. And they're hurt. Why are you hurt? When he was in his season, you wasn't interested. Now that he's in his greater, you wanna jump in the passenger seat. Nah, baby, you gotta ride in the trunk. 'Cause where was you at when he was doing his big one? You weren't there. Now the stress of being a single mother is driving you insanity. So now you need the good guy 'cause you knew he was a good guy then, but why not take him while he was a good guy? Why did you have to break him? We don't ask these questions. We don't protect those men. But you guys fail to realize those are the men who grow up, and then those are the men that you encounter, and you say, "There ain't no good men out here." It's because you're broken that good man's spirit, honey. You're broken in spirit. What you think, Mr. Nobody?
Sounds more to me like you passed up the good ones. Instead of broken their spirit, the ones who did pursue, see, yes, it might have busted them down a little bit, but a lot of them, more lucky, they just passed them up. So, that being said, do they really deserve the good guys? When they get the good guys, they're either passing them up or they're beating them down. So, you might as well just go on back to your thug who ain't doing nothing with his life.
Mm, I like that you asked, do they really deserve the good guy? And I could see why you said that because obviously those women must have been making poor life decisions. And are they in a place of elevation where if the good guy takes a chance on them and say, "You know what? I'm not gonna be the guy who treats you like the other guys. I wanna take a chance on you." Is the trauma that she incurred from her past relationships gonna destroy this good guy? And now this good guy is to a point where he's done with her. Now he wants to bat for the other side because these women ended up in the ringer. What you think?
I don't know. That one's tough because I mean I don't know. That one it's kind of a question mark.
Mm, it is. Well, we're gonna move that topic along, but let me tell you, women, if you meet a good guy and no, he doesn't give you the excitement that you need, I'm not gonna say settle, but I am gonna say if you decide to pass him by, make sure you pass him by for someone who is greater than what he is. Don't downgrade.
Or I have an even better idea.
Mhm.
Just be by yourself.
Mm.
You can't be with someone else if you don't even know yourself. So how do you know what you're expecting from your mate if you don't really have any standards for yourself? You're just blowing the wind, going with whatever. Just be by yourself. Learn how to live by yourself. Learn how to appreciate yourself and to find your own happiness.
Sir, you just dropped some gems, and I don't think they heard you. He said, "Be by yourself, learn yourself, know yourself, and once you accomplish that, you gonna find what you're looking for. Cause you know what? God's gonna send it. He gonna give you somebody you ain't ready for so you can destroy them." And, personally, I've been in situations like that. I had a good guy in my life, and I told him, "Listen, I think you're the most amazing thing walking. But right now, sir, I'm a walking mess. And all I would do is create mess in your life. and I don't want to mess you up for the next person because I may not be your person, but your person is out there, and I don't want you to miss your person because I put you in the middle of a mess. So,
But I also think that there is some type of stigma going around where women feel like they have to get married or they have to be with someone. I don't think that's the case. I feel like some people really are better off being alone because they are a certain way.
mm,
Some
mhm.
people just go better being alone. I mean, you get with someone because it's not because it's intentional, but when you're a certain way and you get with someone who's not a particular way, you end up destroying their lives. Not because you meant to, but just because you are a certain way. I just
Mm.
feel like some people are better off being alone. You will be happier alone. If you would start trying to pursue other people, just be alone.
I concur, but I also believe that with growth and understanding and changing your ways, you can find what you want. But you're right, some people are so stuck in their ways, they don't even see that their ways are an issue. So you're right. It's some people are out here are definitely not meant to be married or to be in relationships because some of them, and this is where the accountability comes in at. And this is why this show was so important to talk about like certain issues with holding ourselves accountable. When you spend your life and no one's told you the truth about yourself, you won't be able to grow. Or they have told you the truth, but you can't look yourself in the mirror and say, "Hey, I'm a flawed person. Hey, I'm messed up in this area." Those type of people, they will be alone. Or if someone's willing to tolerate them, they gonna put that person through hell, and that's a fact. But guys, let's get on this social media topic, guys. I seen something on Facebook that was very intriguing to me. And I'm going to put this up, guys, because this right here was crazy. Let me put this on a big screen so y'all can see this. So I was scrolling down my timeline and I titled this, guys. I seen this post, but I titled this "The BS Women Are Bred to Say." Yes, I said it. Don't get mad. The BS women are bred to say. Listen, this girl posts on Facebook. She says, I miss when men went to war and died. What the F? I cannot believe that someone posted this. A woman, and a very attractive woman, if I may say.
Catfish.
I look at her page. I don't think she's a catfish. I just think that some women out here don't want men. They want what men have. And I think that they are not brave enough to just say, "Sir, I don't want you. I just want you to take care of me." And they're willing to do certain things to get that. But there are some men out here who ain't having it.
Those are the ones who need to be alone, like I said earlier.
Definitely.
They will mess up a man's life. They're running through the ringer. They need to be left alone.
You're so right about that. So the thing that disturbed me the most about this post, Mr. Nobody, is the fact that it had 261 shares. It could have more after I screenshotted it. But it was the reactions. There were a lot of laughing emojis, a lot of likes and a lot of loves. There wasn't a lot of angry or wow reactions for me. And unfortunately, a lot of those reactions that were love and like were from women. And I'm like, wow, I see women on the internet claiming there's no good men out here and dating is rough, but this is what men are faced with. Men are faced with women saying they miss when men went to war and died. Women, how can we say we want a good man, but yet we're wishing death on them? Like back in the day, our grandmothers, our aunts, great grand folks, they prayed for their husbands. They prayed for their boyfriends. They spoke life into them. And in 2025, we have women speaking death over men's lives. But we want a man. But yet we're sitting here. Men aren't good. They're lions, the dogs. Well, baby, you want some dogs too?
Runs both ways.
Yes, sir, it does. I agree wholeheartedly with you. But there was someone. Oh wow! I just realized her name was Accountability. Ain't that something? Her name is Daphne Accountability Sutton. Hey, I like that. Hey, Miss Accountability, because I miss accountability. So she said, I would watch what I say on this app. You will be missing your boy as job next. And her post or her comment didn't receive any reactions. That just shows me that women truly hate men. And to hate men is to hate yourself. I said it. I said it. Call me crazy. They're gonna try to cancel me. But to hate men is to hate yourself. We are a part of men. There ain't no other genders out here. There's only male and
Not anymore.
female.
Now they got women and men
Yeah,
and
you trying to, bro. He trying to get us canceled. We just got started, bro. Chill. Listen,
they create their own genders.
bro. Okay, so listen. The reason why I titled this "The BS Women Are Bred to Say" is because, unfortunately, somewhere along the line, these women were bred, meaning raised, to hate men. And this comes from trauma. That's because, unfortunately, a lot of women are stuck in their ways. I'm going to speak on it. We're going to speak on these hood rats out here. Hood rats
Are trained
to hate men.
at an early age. Trained by their mamas and trained by their aunties and trained by besties.
They also trained by their fathers. When the fathers leave, that child already starts hating. But the thing is, the mother, the aunties, and the cousins, they amplify that hate. So when any other men come along in their lives, they put all their trust in the one man that they really shouldn't, fall deeply in love with him. And he the ain't person. He the ain't shit ain't person. And then she give her heart to the ain't shit person, and the ain't shit person breaks her. Now she has more hate for men. And then guess who's amplifying it? Her cousin, her mother, her sister, but no one's telling her, listen, you need therapy. You need to address the traumas of your life. No one's telling her that. How can we expect for her to get healing if we don't hold her accountable? We got to hold her accountable for her decisions. We do. So listen, guys, I want to implore everyone to hold themselves accountable. I know that it hurts. It's hard to look yourself in the eyes and say, I'm flawed. Because sometimes people feel like admitting that they are flawed means that the whole world is going to rain down shame on them. When you feel shameful, what do? You run and hide. You cover your ears. Because when people giving you the advice about the things that you are doing, the things that you are saying, you start making up every excuse in the world for the reason why you are not wrong. But you are wrong. And you are going to learn in life that even when you are wrong, people will still love and support you and they will forgive you. I'm sorry about that, guys. We had some we had a little one walk into the room real quick and try to disrupt the show. But it's okay, because you know what? We're gonna be accountable. We're gonna be accountable. I'm gonna be accountable because I'm a little broken, y'all, and I can't afford a studio. But it's okay, y'all, because guess what?
That's
That's
my flaw right now. I'm
I'm
working
working
on
on
earning my
my
bread.
bread.
But
But
guys,
guys,
let me
let me
say
say
this. Accountability
accountability
doesn't
doesn't
mean
mean
that
that
you're
you're
less
less.
than.
It doesn't take away from the person that you are. If you hold yourself accountable, then you are giving yourself a chance to succeed in life. You are giving yourself a chance at success. And you're giving yourself a chance at self I can't enunciate actualization and realization, meaning you're actually realizing who you are as a person so that you can grow and you can pass on knowledge and understanding to someone else. And you could pass that on to your children because we have to realize that a lot of people who can't hold themselves accountable, who won't take accountability, a lot of these people are raising children. And if you can't be accountable for your actions, how dare you ask for your children to be accountable for theirs? Because they're going to look at us and they're going to say, well, mama, well, daddy, you ain't doing it. So why should I? But guys, that has been our time. Listen, I want to thank you guys for tuning in. We're going to kindly ask you guys to like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube, Miss Accountability. I appreciate you guys for tuning in. Listen, it's only up from here. When we hold ourselves accountable, it's only up for here. So if y'all on the accountability chain, let me hear y'all say, choo choo. All right. We out. Until next time. Love you guys. Love, peace, and accountability.